It's the Texas A&M Aggies and the South Carolina Gamecocks. Reese Davis, David Pollock, Jesse Palmer with you, and Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Inside Williams-Brice Stadium for South Carolina, the Sandstorm team entrance is electric. The fans make this one of the most special venues in sports. Loud, proud, and rocking. That iconic entrance is one you've got to appreciate. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. And the Gamecocks will kick off first, and here we go. Timeout taken here by the Aggies. That'll be their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. That's some way to start this game. They're lining up for an onside kick. The Gamecocks spend the first of their 3 timeouts. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. He'll bring it out. It's Bussey. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. The run inside. It's Edwards. Makes it past the marker. He's into the open down the middle. The 20. Touchdown, Aggies. Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house.
And these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football game.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Offense in a bunch formation. Sellers finds the tight end. Turning it on. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line. Whole situation changed after that last big play. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 39. Might be changing the route. Wide receiver going in motion. They go play action with Sellers. Fires to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Touchdown, South Carolina! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. Looking for the tie with the extra point. Quick strike touchdown comes out and jump-starts the offense.
And man, we see this in college football, so much explosiveness and firepower, and we get high-scoring game after high-scoring game, and it looks like we're on pace for one of those right now.
Coming out with it, it's Arrington. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Aggies offense will have another go at it. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Works his way ahead for 3. They'll spot it at the 18.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Intercepted for the 11th time. They got him down pretty quickly after the pick, but now they've got it at the 15-yard line. This offense has it with really good field position. Welcome to Williams-Brice Stadium in Columbia, South Carolina. There's nothing quite like a great rivalry matchup in college football. The bitterness, the intensity, the lifetime of memories that will come as a result of what we're about to see in this one. It's the Texas A&M Aggies and the South Carolina Gamecocks. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Guys, I caught up with the Texas A&M head coach before the game. This is going to be a big challenge today. They have a great team coming in here, but he said, I am confident in our ability to handle that. We've got the best crowd in college football. They make every game a home field advantage. He said, I feel great that the crowd is behind us here today. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. Texas A&M set to kick off to christen this game. Here's Sellers to throw. Taking a shot on the first play. Oh, right through his hands. They came out attacking, wanted to impose their will, and they missed a big chance on that one.
Well, that is one the tight end is going to want to have back. He was wide open on that play. That's one he's got to make. He's got to be able to make that catch.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Looking to throw, it's Sellers. He's not afraid to go deep. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
You hear about shot plays all the time. Offensive coordinators love to take deep shots down the field. They plan them. They plan when they're going to do them, and I bet you we'll plan to see a few more throughout this game.
Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
Every offensive coordinator in the country, they come in the game, they have a script. They have a couple plays they want to go through to get their team settled in, get down and get in good 3rd down situations, execute on 3rd down. Nice start on this opening drive by the offense.
The Gamecocks have it with a 1st and 10. Throwing, Sellers. Fires to the right. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming. Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning Turkey Bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollack off a little bit on a stage like this?
In our opening 10-place.
Could be an outing. He's brought down. Right at the 50-yard line.
And a great job by the offensive line. If you're going to run the ball right up the middle, you better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big gain.
And the Gamecocks look to keep this drive humming. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Clark. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
And every offense has plays that they really hang their hat on. And back in 1970, it was the toss. The toss play used to be the thing. You don't see as much of this nowadays. It's early in the game. Maybe it's something you wanted to show, or listen, maybe defensively this is something you need to start focusing on.
That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's 4th down.
I want to give a shout out to the defense there on 3rd down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on 3rd down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
He gets the first one off, and he was busier than he hoped in that loss last week, being called on 5 times. They've got him pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Now here's Reed. Quickly out to the tight end. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29.
And you've really seen the evolutions of tight ends, man. These guys are no longer just big bodies that block like the extension of the offensive line. They're more like receivers, and I love when the quarterback gets it out of his hands, and then you just watch. Like, they can make plays. They can run people over. They can now run around people. Like, so nice to have.
Makes the grab in their space. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they're on the move.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. There'll be no gain on the play. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Here's Reed to throw. Using his feet to buy time. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
On 3rd down, they're in the gun. It's Reed. A strike downfield. A likely touchdown-saving tackle, but the catch and run takes it down to the 7.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the 1st down.
Trying to move the pile into the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2. These fans raising the volume on 2nd and goal. They'll run it. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Unsuccessful 2nd down, and now I'm immediately thinking, I got a little bit more than I want, so what are my pass plays? What am I going to get into here offensively? Trying to have success on 3rd down.
3rd and goal, where defensive coordinators have to make a stand. Looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Aggies! And they have the first points of the game. They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game?
Yeah, and I feel like momentum's always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
Not going to give him a chance to make a play as they boot that thing through the end zone. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They'd love to get something started here, down 6-0. Sellers avoids pressure. And the heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Back to throw, it's Sellers. Finds us back in the middle. Corralled and brought down by the defense.
And That's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Complete. He's down right there, but he has plenty to pick up the first down. They built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball in the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy.
Makes the catch and he's free. Touchdown Gamecocks. Haul that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score.
And that is just outstanding execution on that pass play. Great route by the receiver, good timing on the throw by the QB. Receiver catches it in stride, turns on the jets, and is gone.
And they move on top with the extra point, 7-6. This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. He'll bring it out. It's Arrington. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Running inside. It's Edwards. Slams into the pile. He'll get 1 to the 17.
I think there's a couple schools of thought in how you run the football and how you throw the football. Like some people say, I run the football to set up the throw, right? To get people aggressive. But this offense kind of took it the other direction, right? They came out throwing the football, now soften them up. Now let's see if they can start to get that ground game going.
Reed. Missed receiver there. It's incomplete. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Finds enough room to get it to the 21 before going out of bounds. We've reached the break. It's South Carolina holding the lead. And we've come to the end of one. And let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Solid punt, headed toward the sideline, trying to make it tough to return. And the punt goes out of bounds. We'll check the spot. Think they'll have it right around the 40-yard line. The Gamecocks offense heads out to see what they can put together here. And what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time.
As a defender, you love the big hits. And you know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you get the big hit and force the fumble.
Reed. Fires to the middle. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended.
Maybe some room here, and they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using...
Fires toward the end zone. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
Now looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And now they take the lead.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
South Carolina's offense heads out to get this drive started. They coughed it up on that last drive, but the defense really bailed them out, holding him to a field goal, Jesse.
Yeah, and I think the offense kind of got away from their identity a little bit on that last drive, David. They got to kind of get back to doing what they do.
Yeah, and hold on to the football. I mean, defense just did their job. Stopped them, held them to a field goal, limited the damage. Now it's time for the offense to get the momentum going again.
Here's Sellers to throw. Makes the grab down the middle. At the 45 on his way. Wide open spaces. Touchdown, Gamecocks. He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him. That was a lightning-fast drive that ends with a touchdown.
If you can string a few more drives like that together, man, we might as well get our popcorn out because we're going to get a lot of score.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. Looking to pass. It's Reed. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
And those are frustrating. Like, those drops really annoy you because those running backs are always asking to be more a part of the game plan. Get the ball more, touch it more. An awesome opportunity in the pass game to make a play, ball right in his hands, and that is a missed opportunity.
Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. Deafening noise. Reed trying to cut through it. Snags it, and there's running room. The 40. The 30. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Aggies. Once he got some room, it was over. Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, they have a 2-point lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish with a huge play in the passing game, covering 75 yards to house it. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create some. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. Now facing a 3rd and long. Sellers from the gun on 3rd down. Fires one high and deep. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. The Gamecocks spend the first of their 3 timeouts. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. The Gamecocks will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the punt will hit at the 1, just a little too far for them to be able to down it. It'll be a touchback and come out to the 20. Here comes the Aggies offense out to start this drive. The run inside. It's Edwards. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Throwing Reed. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. He's going to run it. It's Edwards. At midfield, he's got room. Breaks away in the middle. All the way. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
South Carolina, 14.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Clark. Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
6-yard pickup on 1st down. Leaves them with 2nd and 4. Fires to the big fella. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout. And man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. And the Gamecocks come to the line needing just inches for the 1st down. Sellers from the gun on 3rd down. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. 4th down, Sellers. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
The Gamecocks come to the line with a new set of downs. Again, it's Sellers. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. It's broken up. They took a shot, and he was equal to the challenge to knock it away.
And we've already seen this movie early in this football game, and he already has a touchdown, and they're seeking him again. And there's a reason. He can run, right? Like, he's one of their go-to guys on the outside, and you can tell they're trying to use him early and often in this offense.
Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Timeout taken here by the Aggies. That'll be their first. Gives him a little time to dig deep in the play sheet and figure out what to do on 4th down. Never had a chance. What coverage to get down there and knock him down inside the 10.
You know, the worst thing that can happen to return men is muffing punts, fumbling it, putting on the ground, and he did it right there. He's very lucky he was able to jump on his own fumble.
Here's Reed to throw. Bringing the heat. He just throws it away, and I think the flag's going to be coming in. There it is. After getting caught for a safety, they're lined up and ready to kick it off. All the way back to the 15. looking for a man. It's Sellers. Got his man on the right. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
The linebacker was not fooled at all. He read his keys. He saw the running back release out of the backfield. And he's got some speed and wheels himself to run with him. And, yeah, the running back made the catch, but he went right down to the ground. Really nice job that time by the linebacker.
They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. Sellers from the gun on 3rd down. It's complete. And he fights his way, but they'll stop him just short of the line to gain. It's 4th down. Timeout called here by South Carolina. That'll be their 2nd. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. They're in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, and this is why you have a prominent converts on 4th down. Still going. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. The Gamecocks take a timeout. That's their last one. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Sellers to the air again. He lobs one high down the left side. No, he should have had that one right in his hands, and he couldn't hang on. Typically, he makes that play. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, the offense is doing their best to try and at least get into field goal range here at the end of the first half. So they take a vertical shot down the field, but give the defense credit. Lots of...
He'll off one deep down the left side. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
And you wonder if that interception is going to bring this guy back down to reality a little bit. He was lights out early in this game. Everything he was throwing was right on the money, and that might have been a decision where he got a little bit greedy, and David, the defense made him pay.
And this defense has seen it time and time. They've been throwing the football, having success. Nice job adjusting, breaking on the football, making a play. They needed to break serve. They needed something to happen to go their way to kind of mess this guy's rhythm up. That might be the start of it.
And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. They opened this 3rd quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
And just went with something very easy, very reliable. Flip it forward, let your receiver do the rest. I only got to get a few yards. Nice job, nice execution. First down.
Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. He'll run it again. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. It's as if you're engulfed in a space odyssey. Williams-Brice alive on 3rd down. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical and they're trying to stay on the field.
I suspect we can see that same exact play. They make it look really easy, running the option down the line of scrimmage, QB making good decisions and keeping them in good 2nd down situations.
Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
But how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because...
Got a little grass. The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18.
And this is exactly how you want to draw it up if you're an offensive coach. Later in the game, you start to get in the second half, and you've got the lead, and you can be the more physical team. It's really hard for somebody to come back. This defense has got to come up with a stop. They got to get more physical right now in this football game, or it's going to get out of hand.
And the Aggies will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
And this D needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game, and you've got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
Knocked down after a pickup of maybe 2, and man, that pursuit, they had their hair on fire. And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And now the lead is even bigger.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Their first possession of this 3rd quarter, still trailing. Defense did just force a field goal, and we'll see if they can grab some momentum with this drive.
And that just shows you the team speed this defense has. As soon as they identify who's got the ball, they are around and surrounding that ball carrier so quickly.
Throwing, Sellers. Stepping to the right. He throws back across and into the defense. A dangerous play. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43. That last play is the kind of thing the offense can really build some momentum on, and now they've got it 1st and 10 outside the 40. Powers through the defender. He's stopped again, and he's had a busy night, if not necessarily a productive one so far. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Looking to throw, it's Sellers. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And it's an incomplete pass on the deep shot, but the flag is down. Let's check the call. You can grab, but you can't hold on. A defensive holding penalty will give this offense a 1st down. Quickly complete. There he goes. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a 1st down.
And, man, this dude has been a weapon early in this football game. They just keep finding it, and the matchups are a problem. You want to put a linebacker on him, he's too fast for him. Continues to make catches.
Fires deep toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
This defense knew coming in the offense was going to try to test them. They were going to try to take some shots vertically down the field. Defense was ready for that one.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. He breaks a tackle. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Loss of 2. Brings up 3rd down.
3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Right on the money. He'll be pulled down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line as they play a little pitch, catch, and run.
And we always go back and we look like, what was the play of the game? Those moments that were so big, that was huge for this offense, man. Already trailing in the football game, 3rd down and long situation to get that conversion and now get 1st and goal. A chance to cut into this lead. Really nice, big, opportunistic, timely play for this offense.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Sellers. He's got it on the run. there to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the fourth quarter. This game is all but officially a wrap as we take a look at the top 25. Late in the season, time running short if teams want to make their move in the rankings. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Turning to the running game here on 3rd and goal. Did not get an inch. This defense digging in, and it's 4th and goal.
Man, if I'm quarterback right now, after this long of a drive down this close, I'm going for a touchdown here, Pollard.
And I get that, but I've worn this defense out, man. I'm going to go for the touchdown right here. And if I miss, they got to go the whole length of the field to score a touchdown.
Draw play, quarterback keeps it. Touchdown, Gamecocks! And they take it in for 6 more points.
I think most coaches on 4th and goal from the 1-yard line nowadays, they're going for it. And I like this offense because if I can't get 1 yard, I don't deserve to win. They're physical, lower their pads, and they get the big 4th down conversion.
The returner will field it and bring it back. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Texas A&M offense is back on the field. That last score the defense allowed made it a 1-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Kept it on the ground on 1st down, now back to the line. Reed fires to the tight end. He'll be forced out of bounds at the 28-yard line as this offense tries to mount a drive.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? 2nd down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this 3rd down manageable. Really nice job of executing that.
Right down the middle. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
I think in this situation after that incompletion, 4th and short on your side of the field, the smart play is to punt it away and trust your defense.
The kick is on its way. He will not make a fair catch. Field the punt and bring it back. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. The Gamecocks offense heads out to see what they can put together here. And now, deep in the 4th quarter, a chance to go down the field and take the lead in this ball game.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Here's Sellers to throw. Makes the grab on the left. He stopped at the 32, picks up 10 on the play and gets the 1st down. New set of downs after the completion. Looking downfield, it's Sellers. Floats it out in space. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. After the completion, we see there is a man down, and the clock will stop to check on him. That's the sophomore running back they're taking a look at, and Holly Rowe will let us know what's going on the sideline. Looking to fire. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
There's something you don't see very often. A sack on a screen pass. You know, quarterbacks are taught to hold the ball, and then get rid of it right before the rush gets to you, but that time, I think he just held on to it a little too long.
There's a reason you drag the record books to the recycle bin in a rivalry game. Upsets, and we've got one looming. From the gun on 3rd down, Sellers. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. And the Gamecocks decide to punt it away. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. Texas A&M's offense takes the field, ready to get this drive going. They take over, holding this slim lead, and a drive right breaks into the open. Touchdown, Texas A&M! He got a step and just dusted the field. Give him 3 touchdowns in this game, and now up to 8 on the season.
Man, it's easy to call plays when I got guys like this who can take the ball and rip it 70-plus to the house. How about the speed? He showed you a little bit of wiggle. This dude's got it all. Nice touchdown run by the running back.
And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown just like that. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. South Carolina's offense heads out to get this drive started. Giving up that last touchdown was an absolute killer. Now it's a 2-possession game. They must get something here. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You've got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be.
He lofts one down the sideline. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Didn't get a chance to show off those running skills, but he gives them the ball at the 29-yard line. And the offense takes the field eager to go back to work. Nice move to pick up yardage. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with a first down.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. 8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with second and short. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. Nothing but green grass down the middle. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Aggies. That lead a little more comfortable now as they close in on extending this winning streak.
And that's a big problem for this defense. When you get that guy in space, it's hard to catch him. You got to bottle him up near the line of scrimmage. Palmer, too much daylight too early in that run.
Yeah, you're right, David. And I think that's what makes this guy unique. With his skill sets, you just know it's a matter of time. You just keep giving him the football. Good things are going to happen. Long touchdowns are going to happen. You saw it right there.
And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just know where to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Handoff for Auguste. Just broke the tackle and still on his feet.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Faced with a third and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. Auguste again. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. The Gamecocks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The give to the back. 7-yard pickup on that one is now 2nd and 3. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Running back searching for a hole. He'll pick up a few on the play, just enough for the first down. They'll mark it right at midfield. You know what's great about rivalry games? Each side hates every wretched breath the other one sucks into their greedy lungs. Figuratively speaking, of course, and when you win, is that sweet?
It's glorious. To be able to brag, to be able to text message your buddies, to be able to post stuff on social media, it's a lot of fun. I think fans like it more than anybody, but it's something that every year you have a couple games starred. This was one of them, Jesse. They took care of business, and now you move on to the next.
They really did. We saw some great individual efforts in this game by the winning team, too. So cool to see some of these players that have had terrific collegiate careers make some of the biggest plays of their lives in this game, in a rivalry game that just means so much. This was a fun one to call.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.